record this call. Okay, cool. So I will have to cut this call short today. I have a meeting at like 12:30, 12:40, so like in half an hour. So let's just get straight to it. Typically for those who are new to, I see a couple of new faces. I just take some of your questions. If you want to just give me a quick rundown on where you're at with your business and sort of get my general advice as to like what the next steps I would take if I were in your shoes, that is also okay. But yeah, who wants to start?
I'll go first.
And
I just started GoHighLevel back in December. So I've learned the automations, the emails, the text, the voicemails and what.
cool.
Looking to go after like car dealerships where we bring in quality trade in and repeat business. So by doing this, by what I mean by that is that we would text, email, voicemail when they need service, like oil change, your tires, your timing belt,
Mm-hmm.
your oil, your fluids flushed and what, and we just send them a
Yep.
friendly reminder, right? That brings up the quality of the trade-in, which means that it should be worth more when they go to do a trade-in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And well maintained, and then also doing pipelines for their sales team, just to show what they have in each of the buckets. And hey, we're having a short month. Who can we turn to a win?
Yep. It's a very good idea. Extremely good. I know for me recently, with my car, they called me asking me if I needed like car services and stuff, and I did book an appointment with them, and I probably wouldn't have booked the appointment had they not called me. So I think especially the smaller dealerships, they don't have that sort of follow-up system or upselling or that constant maintenance services. So that's very good, and everything can easily be done through Go High Level. I would probably pair it up with some sort of like lead gen marketing service, and I think you can offer that as like a bonus as well, because I think as a standalone product, it's very good, but you won't be able to charge a crazy amount of money for it.
Oh, you
Okay.
don't think so?
No,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think so.
Because I was thinking, if every call or text or voicemail takes 5 minutes, I mean, there's a lot of hours that if you're getting 60 customers a month and you're doing this over a 4-year period, that's several man heads worth of work doing all
Yep.
that work. But if it's automated, that would be good. So that was my next question: was what do you think you could charge? If the guy's selling 60 cars a month.
You have to look at the expected ROI on sort of that service. So how many people do you think you'd be able to convert on those oil changes and those little jobs? How much is that going to come to? And then how much should you sort of make? In a good rule of thumb is you should be making them like a 10x return on their investment. So if you charge someone 600, you should be making the company at least 6 grand in revenue.
Okay.
Okay. So it,
Yep.
it will probably in your case, especially, I wouldn't give you like a fixed amount as to how much you should charge. It's case by case. So depending on the
Yeah.
volume, find what is most appropriate. And then from there, you can go ahead with pricing. But we're looking at anywhere from like 1 to possibly 3K per month, depending on the size of the company. I think that's like a
Yep.
realistic, let's say 2K per month. I think that's like a ballpark we can aim for.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking like 2,500, but yeah, 2K, just to let him feel out the services, because once he gets hooked on this, then it's just an ongoing repetitive customer for me, right? Once he's
Exactly.
once he starts filling the pipeline there, I think I
Mm-hmm.
think that could grow. And then you you know
100%.
you charge 3 to 5% inflation, every year over year, you start upping your prices a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, very true. And what's good too is that it's very easy to set up. And once it's set up, it basically runs on its own. So the maintenance on it is basically non-existent. So that's very good.
yeah, you just as long as you just keep feeding new customers, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's a time delay thing. It's like
Yep.
every 120 days, you're sending them an oil change, right?
Yep.
And then once they reach a certain point, they get popped out of the system
Mm-hmm.
because you're only going to do it for 4 years.
Yep.
They want
Very
new
true.
cars trade-ins. So
Cool. Very good. Very good idea. Don't be like for your first client, be open to negotiating in terms of price, even doing performance based if you have to, because
yep,
especially for you, these car dealerships sometimes they have to actually see it in action to be able to justify 2.5 per month retainer. So if you can at least work with one client, put your system in action, it's going to allow you to perfect it and just make sure that it actually runs well. And once you have sort of your case study, from there it should be very easy to convert people in the future. So for your
With
first
other
client,
dealerships. Yep.
exactly. So for your first
Yeah.
client, be open to sort of different pricing structures, but in the future, have one and then just go all in on that. Cool. Very
And
good
what do you
idea.
think about for their salespeople pipelines? You know, you get a call, you do the first call, you get a drive, a test drive, you quote them.
It, I feel like most dealerships would already have that in place. I would hope so
Yeah.
at least. But it's definitely something I would sell as a bonus. So I would say like, hey, our core offering is the upsells after the person buys a car with you guys. However, if you're also looking to get this, I can either include it in the price if you buy and you start working with me today,
Yeah.
or it's for an additional 1K per month, we can give you our system. So there's a bunch of things you can do it with it, but stick with your core offering and everything else is a bonus that you can use as leverage when you're trying to close these people.
You can't try to sell them too much at one time. Focused on get them hooked first, and then start offering
Exactly.
other things.
One
Got it.
outcome
Thank
at a
you.
time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. You're welcome. Cool, cool, cool. Any other questions for me?
Yes, I have a question.
Hello, hello.
Hi,
Congratulations on your win. Look at you, huh?
thank you.
Balling. Do you want to share with
I'm
everyone
very,
sort of,
I'm
go
very
ahead.
happy.
You're very happy. No, good for you, good for
Yeah.
you. Do you want to share with everyone sort of how you were able to acquire that first client and how the whole process looked like?
Yes. So, as I told you like 2 weeks ago, I started creating videos for my IG account, showing who I am, what I love to doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got two inbound clients through my videos, and
Nice.
one of them was a lawyer, and I signed him this week. So yeah, I have my first client already.
Cool. Congratulations. See, everyone's sleeping on
This
organic, huh?
the
Yes,
smile
yes,
says it all.
yeah. I'm very very happy. So yeah,
Good. Perfect.
and I have
Congratulations.
one question
Go ahead.
because I'm doing right now like video proposals for my potential clients, like short videos like for about 4 minutes or 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what points to touch on these like proposals, or if I have to be like very detailed in those videos. I'm not very sure what to do in those videos,
Okay. So
or
when you
how
say
to approach the proposal.
proposal, you're basically pitching them your offer. Is that what you mean?
Yes, and also like giving them advices, but very personalized.
Okay. So I get pitched maybe 10 times per day for short form content, personal brand, and all these things. I ignore all of them. There's one
Okay,
person that I did not ignore, and he actually took a clip of mine and made a short using my content and showed me in action what it's going to look like. He then tagged me. He then posted it on his IG. So he had a case study of an example work, and I got a notification, and people were sharing sort of that content with me as well because they recognized me and everything. So
okay.
that is like the highest level of effort is that you actually show them what it would look like. So in your case, what type of content are you helping these people make exactly?
Okay, so I will try to create for them their personal brand, to
Mm-hmm.
develop their personal brand, especially on IG,
Yeah.
and try to boost their social media and also their online reputation.
Okay.
So that's my offer, and I'm trying to do the proposal for that specific things.
Okay. Very good. So what I would do, keep it super short. Even 4 minutes is a bit pushing it. I would keep it under 2 minutes. Show
Okay,
them an example of a person in their niche. So let's say in your case, a lawyer who's doing it extremely well, who has a good personal brand, who is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Show them as an
okay,
example and then compare their profile with theirs. Don't talk badly about it. Say like, hey, you have a very good start. You have good pictures. You have good this. You have this, this, this. This is what I would do to help you scale. Quick game plan. And if you can, even make like a short example post using their picture. Like it doesn't have to
okay,
be a video. It can be just like a Canva template that you make once for lawyers, and all you do is you switch their pictures.
Okay,
So
perfect.
you find one of their profile pictures on LinkedIn or something, take his face, put it on the post, and say like, this is the example of post that this is the type of post we would be creating for your business.
Okay,
Okay, so it's
perfect.
easy to do at volume, and you're customizing it specifically to that person.
Okay. And do I have to present myself in the first place or not? It's not
No,
necessary.
you can go
Okay.
briefly, but you can just say, my name is this, I help this scale. Like you don't have to.
Okay.
People don't care. They don't like
Okay.
you can have like a call to action at the end. Like, hey, if you're interested to get to know me a bit more, you can follow me on Instagram and you can find my content, or you can lead them to your website or something. But the first thing you start a conversation with, because it's a cold lead, is you provide them value. They don't care who you are until you provide them value.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, perfect. I will do it.
Cool.
Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome. Welcome. Cool. Any other questions? I see the
Why'd you
chat
drop
is
out of college?
damn hitting me with the hard questions, huh? So for those that don't know, I used to study industrial engineering at university. I had good grades, everything was going well. It was a 4-year degree where I live. I was at my third year, so I had 1 year left, and that's when I decided to start my business. And I reached a point with the company where it was I couldn't do both at the same time. So I said to myself, let me take a leap of faith. Let me just go all in for 1 semester on the business. If it works well, I go all in. That's what I've always wanted to do. If it doesn't, I go back and I finish my degree. So that is why I dropped out. And ever since then, I haven't returned because it's been going very well. But I only did it once I was making over 10K per month. I did not do it before. So I was doing both. And then once I had proof of concept and I knew this is what I was going to do, I still sort of gave myself 1 semester to make it happen. Otherwise, I would go back. So if you're not making money, do not drop out. There's no, it's you can do both at the same time. If you can do both at the same time, imagine what you can do if you have a full-time sort of calendar to start your business. Okay. So that's how you should view it. Are you in college right now?
I was in high school.
High school?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Not there anymore though. That's
What
cool.
what
I'm
stage are
curious.
you at with your business?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Like not very far. So like 2.5 a month.
Okay. That's pretty good. On how many clients?
See, that's the thing. I have 10 clients, but I was charging really low.
Okay. What do you do for them?
Yeah. But pardon me?
I said, what offer do you pitch them? Like, what's your service?
So I do Facebook lead gen and GoHighLevel lead nurture
Okay.
for landscapers and hardscapers. Um, but also, yeah, I mean, I kind of messed up. I would sign the clients, I would get the front end,
Mm-hmm.
setup fees, discrepancies, et cetera, et cetera. I was
Yep.
talking to Ruben the other day, and
Yep.
he was happy with me because I wasn't charging for the appointments I was booking, and there's like 3K worth of appointments I haven't charged for because I was
Okay.
too scared to lose clients by
Mm,
charging for the appointments. So
okay.
that's probably why like there's no back end revenue.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
I was just curious why you dropped.
No, it's very good. Yeah, you have my answer, but you're in a good situation. I'd rather like you have a good situation because you have proof of concept. First, you've dealt with 10 clients, you've already worked with 10 clients, you've fulfilled for 10 clients, and you've been able to acquire 10 clients. So now with simple tweaking on the pricing, the offer, and the positioning and who we go after can really just, I mean, I could easily 10x your price right now and get you to 25K per month. Like it's not gonna be rocket science. Cool.
Mhm.
Very good. Well, welcome to the team. Ruben's going to help you a lot with the ads and Alexa as well. And
Mhm.
you have my answer
For
on
sure.
why I dropped out. I hope that was clear. You have any other
Yeah.
questions for me?
Yeah. Yeah, I did ask one question in the chat, like, because I'm speaking with Ruben and Alexei right now on like the one-on-one calls.
Yep.
For launching ads, and that's what I'm working on. That's what I was working on before I was on this call. I was writing the scripts for the ads.
Nice.
I wanted to ask real fast because like on my social media, I have zero presence. Like, so I was wondering, is it worth running like a traffic campaign or like, purposing like Twitter tweets to make Twitter reels on Facebook and IG and just pump out a
Mhm.
lot of those along with like I just wanted to see how important like content is when you're running ads.
Yeah. So I know many people who are very successful with no content, no nothing, but they have lots of ad spend. The ads is their content, it's their social proof. You constantly see them and you kind of have this feeling that like, okay, this guy must be big if he's always on my feed and he's always running ads to me. If I were in your shoes, I would start with a direct pitch. Okay, you cannot go with a value funnel. Well, you could, but given that you don't have that much of a personal brand, it's hard to nurture them in your organic because you don't have any organic. So I would just straight pitch them on the ads. And while you're doing that, also start working on the back end and start building a personal brand for yourself. Okay, so I would do both at the same time, but I would start with direct pitch. To be honest, Ruben knows this better than I do. So I think he will really be able to sort of guide you and tell you what you should be doing with your organic account. Ruben, you want to give like a quick recap on sort of what you think he would do?
So
Yeah,
I mean, oh,
sorry.
sorry. My bad.
And no. So normally you want to run a traffic campaign or a engagement campaign with a lot of reels, with content, and with the main pain points of your clients. And that would be like a brand awareness campaign. And after, if you want, you will like there's a correlation. If you instead of doing like having like a call campaign, running your ads and everything, you run your ads to everyone to saw at least 3 seconds of this brand awareness campaign with a lot of reels, you will see that the cost per lead, the cost per message, like decreases a lot. So, and that's something that you can test. And but yeah, like mainly if you have your call campaigns in place, as Oliver said, with direct offer and the main like objective of leads or messages, that will be okay. And after later, you can test with 5%, 10% of your budget, having like a campaign and like a brand awareness with 5 or 10 reels, but
Mhm.
focusing on the main issues or problems or desires of your customer that are landscaper. Probably you can create one reel of, let's say, they're buying leads from these different platforms, or they're focusing on, for instance, they're having clients all over the city, so because they want to have clients in just one place, because they spend a lot of money traveling and all of that. So you can make a reel of that, like how digital marketing can make, like you can just focus on in the high value places and not in all the city. You can create reels like that and then use that everyone that saw those videos, you can then retarget them with your cold ad that will be for leads. And yeah, and for instance, this cold one, the cold one with that you will do with all these reels, you can use a custom list, like a lookalike of custom list of a landscaper. So since your budget is not big enough, you can focus on mainly targeting people that they already have that, but not with interest, mainly in yeah, a custom list of, so you can have that funnel. But if you have your like focus on having good cold ads, like directly that sending them to book a call, fill out a form, etc. So I hope I answer your question, Kai.
Basically,
Yeah, thanks, Ruben.
direct pitch, one campaign, direct pitch, another campaign, you run ads to your organic to just build your personal brand. Yeah, makes sense. That's something is Latina, you should be doing that. If you start having the budget, start running ads to just your organic, not pitching people, but just get more engagement. Go on my Instagram, you'll see I have 2 reels that have like 200K views. These are reels that I boosted, costed me like $100 maybe for a week, and it got me I think like 300-400 followers for each of them. And that boosted my organic and gave me some social proof on it. So that's something I would do, because for you, especially if you're helping people build content or build personal brands, you need a personal brand. So you have to boost it. Cool. Very good. Very good. Any other questions for me?
Yeah, I have a question, Oliver.
How's it going, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Very good. Very good.
Since we're on the subject of social media, I'm not in the same position where I'm building other people's brands, but was thinking about building a brand for myself and my company. It seems to be a good idea. Maybe I'm early on it, and that's sort of what my question is whether or not I should be spending this money. And I've already told the social media guys, like, the max I think I want to do is another month and a half of contract with them.
Mhm.
I mean, I see the value in it, but like I said, like I just don't know with where I'm at right now if it makes sense for the business or if I should keep going down that road.
Okay. Why would it not make sense for you to make content?
Yeah, I don't know. Good point.
No, 100%. I would go on content right away. That, for everyone here on the call, is a cheat code to have an unfair advantage over everyone else in the marketplace. If you have two marketing agencies, they both go after gyms. One has millions of videos on all of the platforms, and the other one has no social proof whatsoever. Who do you think you're more likely to work with? It's very simple. You can charge more money. You have authority in the niche. Like it's a no-brainer. You don't have to make crazy content, super edited and everything. But just start posting content out there. Like whatever you're working on at the moment, document it and just post it on social media. Buy Loom Pro, it's like $10 a month, and you can record your screen and just share sort of what you're working on.
Cool.
Okay.
That's what they said too. Okay, cool. No, I'm glad. Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome. I will make a new module in the program going over specifically that, how to build a personal brand for your business, because I think that's many people should be doing it and not many people are doing it. And I think that's gonna help many of you guys with your businesses. Cool. So question, do you live alone when you were in the trenches? Yeah, so I basically, to answer the question in the chat, I used to live with my parents in the basement, grinding, working hard in the basement. And that was while I was at school as well. So I think I moved out I think I was at 25 or 30K a month. And I think once I was making that income level, I moved out. And I could have done it way before, but for me, that was like a really big ROI. Just having my own place, my own office, and just focusing on that. I do not regret it. It did help me make a lot more money. I can film content all day. But no, at the beginning, I was in the basement. You can go on my YouTube channel and watch the first couple of videos, and you'll see the exact basement where everything started.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah, I was just asking because I used to be in Charlie Morgan's program,
Mhm.
and I asked Charlie the same thing, and he said he pretty much made all of his progress when he was alone. So I just like, when you did move, what were some like the main things that changed and became really beneficial to you?
It's just focus. Like I have nothing else to worry about here. Like all I do is like I worry about myself. It's a bit selfish, but I just worry about myself, and all I do is work. Like there's nothing. Even if you look at my apartment, like there's nothing. I have no couch, no nothing. It's just my desk in the middle of my living room, and I work. So it's basically just putting yourself in an environment where you have to succeed. Like it's an environment that's designed for you to succeed, basically. Okay, so if you're in an environment where you're distracted, you have people to take care of, or people all around you and stuff like that who are making noise, or you're not able to focus, or whatever is the case, that's definitely not going to help as you grow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Much.
cool, perfect, perfect. How's it going, Gustavo? I don't think we've ever met before, right?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Well, welcome, welcome. Where are you calling
Thank
from?
you. I'm in Texas right now, but I'm from Brazil.
Cool. Very cool. And at what stage are you at with your agency?
So I was doing like my business plan this weekend, so I just started like this week prospecting and outreaching. So I haven't had that many results yet because I just started, but I wanted to ask you because I'm also studying engineering in college,
Cool.
and it's a pretty time-consuming thing. So like, how do you manage like the business and the schoolwork at the same time? And like, did you start like outsourcing early, like things like that?
Good question. So I outsourced fulfillment from day one. I've never touched fulfillment in my life. If you ask me how to run Google ads, Facebook ads, I don't know how to do it. But I've always had very good people on board to help me with it. So that's something I would outsource. In terms of managing both, it's not easy. That's for sure. What I used to do, it's not really good advice to be honest, but I built the habit of being able to learn by myself. I think that's a very important skill to have because I didn't really need to go to class and like listen to the teachers. I would buy the textbooks and I would still study. It's just I would do it at my own pace and I would study at home. So because of that, I wouldn't attend most of my classes. And that did allow me to sort of get the grades that I wanted to and also work on the business at the same time. Because for me, the traveling, going to class, spending 2 hours was what was the most time consuming. So I would take the initiative to just learn everything by myself. And whenever I had free time, then I would focus on the business. But yeah, it's not easy, that's for sure. Do you work as well, or are you just a full-time student?
No, full-time student.
Okay. Yeah. What type of engineering are you doing?
Petroleum.
Ah, that's cool. That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. And how much time do you have left to your degree?
I'm a freshman, so another 3 years.
Okay, so you just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. Like you have to find your own sort of like whenever you have some free time, then you work on a business. You know, that's basically it. You know, like
Yeah.
when it's not studying, when it's not school, it's business. That's the easiest advice I can give you. Yeah, cool. Perfect, perfect. How's it going, Cameron? How's the finger?
You said what?
I said, how's it going? How's the finger?
Finger's good. I'm about to get my stitches out in like a week.
Yeah,
But yeah, but we closed like 4 this week, so that's it's all good.
cool. Very good, very good.
We just working, bro.
Very cool. Do you have how many do you have a like a team for fulfillment? No? Like onboarding specialists and
I
everything?
do everything myself, like in terms of Facebook, but Google, I have a business partner now, and he's
Okay.
handling everything for Google. That's like SEO, Google Ads, everything. So I don't really have to worry about that part. I'm just focusing more on sales, but we are gonna get like a onboarding specialist that just does onboarding
Yeah.
and that's gonna do like weekly calls with them instead of me doing it because I
Very
don't
good.
like talking to them like that. They're kind of stupid. Um, but you know, that's something I'll probably do. And then we're gonna
Very cool.
start doing like everything in the ads, and we'll have like 2 sales reps on commission.
Okay. Very
So
good.
we can start doing that.
Cool. And I'm curious, how are you going to pay your, I know you said commission, but how exactly, what is the commission for your closers?
So
How
the
are you going to
commission is
structure it?
gonna be like percentage. So they're gonna have all the leads already opting in, and it's like the 2 call close method. So they're gonna get percentages per close, not appointments.
So let's say they close a 2K per month deal. How much would you pay them?
So that'll be like 25 or 30% based off of that. Because we have 3 different packages. We have one
Okay.
that's 10K, we have another one that's 6, and we have another one that's 2.5.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it just varies. So the
Okay.
more it closes for, the more they get.
Okay. Cool. That makes sense. Yeah, because I was having a conversation with someone about that exactly, and he was asking me how should I pay a closer. That's useful for everyone here. How do you pay a closer when you're selling a monthly retainer type offer? Because most of the time
Yeah.
you would pay them 10-15% of the closed deals,
Mhm.
but if they close a 2K per month deal, you cannot pay them 200. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all.
So when you're working on monthly retainers, what I told them to do, and what I have friends doing, is they pay them 50% of the monthly retainer. So if it's 2K
Mhm.
per month, they get a 1K commission. So the first month you make
Yeah.
1,000, but the next month you're like 2, 2, 2. And you
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
pay them 10% for the rest of their lives, of the client's life, because that doesn't make any sense, you know, because
Yeah, it does make sense. So like if it's like from cold calls, like manually outbound and stuff,
Mhm.
then I'll do like a 2 commission. That'll be like $50 for like show rate if they're for qualified
Yep.
people, and then they get like 20% from the actual deal if it closes from their calls.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's how
very
I
good.
like build interest, because I used to do hourly and that shit's trash.
Yeah, hourly is not the way to go.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, I booked like 10 meetings, so I should get paid. I'm just like,
Hmm.
they didn't show up.
Yeah, that's
Or it's
not
just
the.
like someone that's not even qualified. So I just have them like, so I'm also doing that little Alex Ramosi thing where like they have
Mhm.
to follow the script to a T. And if they don't do it, then they
Okay,
don't get paid.
cool. Very good. Very good. Perfect. Yeah, make sure you're constantly reviewing the calls. And I know with our closers, I think we have 4 or 5 closers on board now. It's like you constantly have to hop on calls with them, just review calls, review good calls, review bad calls as well, and just sort of
Mhm.
give them feedback. Especially if you're the main closer, you're supposed to teach them every day something new when it comes to closing. So
Yeah.
cool. Very good.
I just been doing like 2 days a week. I don't, is that enough or no?
Oh,
Like I
that's
do
good.
Monday and I do Friday.
In a perfect world, you would do it every day. So a
Mm-hmm.
quick like 15 minutes, 10 minutes right before the day starts, just to hype up the team and everything. And what I like to do is I share the performance of yesterday. It's like, hey, yesterday
Right.
we collected this much money, very good. Congratulations to this kid and everything. So we kind of hype up the team and have some
Yeah.
excitement, give them something to sort of work for.
Yeah, that we have a KPI tracker as well. So it breaks down like the whole month. Like Sam did 500 calls this week. He sent out 4 offers,
Hmm.
got deposits of this, and then so on.
Good.
So
Very
we
good.
just go over it like that.
Yeah.
So it's
If you
like a little
want,
data tracking sheet,
yeah, you
but
can
I
make
don't know
like
how
a
to automate it.
Yeah, that's you can do everything through Zapier, or you have to look into Airtable. That's what we use. It's a bit more complex. It's like an Excel
Mhm.
sheet that's on crack, but we hired someone to do it for us, and that works extremely well. But a good idea too, if you have multiple people, is to have like a leaderboard. So you
Mm,
have a leaderboard, and you have some sort of competition, and whoever finishes on top, they get like some bonus, some bonus commission or something, or a
okay.
T-shirt with your face on
So with Zapier, I've been looking into Zapier because I want to like build a chatbot using ChatGPT.
it.
Have you guys done that yet or no?
No, we have not. But I'm pretty sure you can. Can't you do
Yeah,
everything on GoHighLevel?
yeah. So it's not, you can't. They have the chat AI, but that's trash. It
Okay.
doesn't. It's not doing anything right. So you can connect Zapier with high level, and
Mm-hmm.
then you can just connect the high level, and then have it like as your personal AI.
Yeah.
So it can like answer texts. It can just send out DMs, emails, everything you do manually, it can replace. So I was
Okay.
asking if you guys done that yet with yours, since you're
I
using Zapier.
I haven't used it like for myself. I do have someone on my team that can take care of it for the people we work with. So I do have a guy for it. And he's some geek, and he basically he's a self-proclaimed geek. I'm not insulting him. He used that word,
No, it's all
and
good.
he basically will build custom chatbots and stuff like that. But from experience, well, it depends the use case. But I just prefer using VAs. One VA on multiple accounts, and they take care of everything.
Yeah,
Just because it is a bit still not perfect.
yeah, it's still not perfect, but like it can be fixed. I'm trying to have like a personal assistant. Do you know how much he would charge me? Because I don't feel like building it out.
Um, it depends what you need exactly. I think it's custom quotes. I'll find his email,
Hmm.
and I can send you his information, and you guys can book a call and sort of figure it out together if you want.
Yeah, because I have like
Okay.
the whole thing down to a T. I wanted to like send out the emails, DMs and stuff,
Okay. Yeah.
and book them,
Perfect.
and I can
This,
also like copy and paste it for my clients as well.
okay. Cool. Perfect. Send me a message on Instagram, and just so I don't forget, and I'll try to find his email, and I'll send you his information. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Cool. Perfect.
See,
Perfect.
it's a new week, bro. You got a beard now.
Yeah, it's
It's a
slowly.
new week.
I'm due for a cut. I'm due for a cut. Honestly, after putting my story on Instagram, like a couple of boys did say I look cute, so I was like, okay, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Maybe it does look
That's
anyways.
funny as shit.
Cool.
Yeah,
Perfect. Well, good job on the wins. Very good. Very good.
thank you, man.
All right, guys. Any last minute questions? I have to leave pretty soon. Anything quick you guys want me to go over?
I sent one really quick one in the chat about pricing, if you were able to go over that.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Speaking of Alexa, changing my offer. Currently, I run the AB close, 2K upfront, $75 per appointment. Okay. Do you want to sort of clarify your question?
Yeah, so essentially, what I'm thinking of running is because right now I'm running an AB close, but it's just like it's pretty much the same thing. It's just the numbers are different. But I'm trying to run an AB close that incentivizes retainer. So I'll have one that's like really high, jacked up ad spend, 100, 200 with a high sales commission.
Yep.
And then I'll just have a really simple retainer. It's like we can either do this, it'll be this much per sale, you give me 5K, or we can just do 2K a month.
Yep.
Do you have experience with that? Like that work pretty
Yes.
well?
Yeah, it's our go-to pitch, especially with ads, but even for everyone here who's cold calling or cold DMs, cold emails. I will always like we pitch two offers. One is performance based. Okay, so and that's typically the hook. So we tell people like, hey, if you want to work with us, we do performance pay per deal. Let's hop on a call and explain to you how it works. Or that's one of the offers that we do. Once they get on the call, you pitch them the performance base, but you back it up with some sort of guarantee that isn't too I don't want to say unrealistic, but just like it has to make sense for you guys. So and say let's say in your case you can say like, hey, we can do performance based only, and we can run your ads. However, we need at least 5,000 per month in ad spend in order for us to sort of justify the risk of working with you. Otherwise, our ROI is not going to be there. And then when they tell you, hey, 5,000 is too much, then you say, okay, so we can switch to our second offer, which is what most people will take, which is a simple 2K per month retainer. And we require like a minimum of $30 per day in ad spend. Okay, so it's an option close. But yes, 100%.
Solid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Oliver, a follow-up question to that.
Yeah,
Excuse
go
me.
ahead, Steve.
Is the retainer, is that charged in the beginning or at the end of the service?
At the
monthly.
beginning. At the beginning.
Okay.
At the beginning. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool.
I've come to see that when you do performance clients, they are typically your worst clients. Just letting you know. They will be your biggest pain in the ass and your worst clients. So if you do run that, just keep that in mind. I've signed a client completely performance and I told him 5K in ad spend, the worst client I have. It calls me every single day. It's awful. I have someone who's paid me 2.5K upfront and we cool. Has not contacted me one time.
Yeah, I agree.
Typically people who are like, no, I only pay by commission, I only pay per deal. Already you have like you understand what type of person you're working with. Okay, so they're not typically the best type of clients to work with. But again, like I mentioned to Steve at the beginning of the call, if it's your first client and you have no experience, no case studies, and he's willing to give you a shot, take it. Okay, because having the case studies, having the experience of being able to show what type of result you can yield from your services to someone else, this is going to be your best sales pitch. Okay, you can be good at sales and everything, but if you have actual results that you can show them and show in action what's going to look like, then you're going to close everyone left and right. Okay, so other than the first client, do not do performance or avoid it.
That's true. Last one. You work with paving companies before, right?
Who, me?
Yes.
Plumbers.
You never worked with a paver before? I
I
thought you
haven't.
did.
No.
Oh, never
Only
mind.
plumbers. I
That's
think
great.
Kieran might have some experience if he's able to talk. I think he's busy right now. What was your question regarding pavers?
No, I'm about to sign one. They just found me from a referral from our roofers, and then we might sign them, but I just don't know what their pain points are. And I swore that I saw a video of yours on YouTube saying you signed one, but I might be tripping.
I don't remember. No. But I don't remember saying that, and I don't remember working with a paver. I only work with plumbers.
That's crazy. Okay, so have you worked with anybody who's worked with pavers before?
Yes.
Okay, so can you share like the pain points or like the offer that you guys or service you would provide? So he does asphalt for like the roads, driveways. So it'll be like residential and commercial.
Okay. Well, we have Kai here in the call who is working with hardscapers. Do you want to share them like what type of? I mean, you have 10 clients. What are the common offers you're running?
Like for the clients,
Yes.
or okay, for service delivery, it's super simple. Like you you just want to put a really sexy picture on there of like what their job is, and then you want to keep the copy extremely simple and straightforward. I've made really long pain oriented copy. It just doesn't convert as well. You want to do super simple copy. Here's why we're the top rated hardscaping paver company in your area. And then you list out, you do the bullet points, and that's it. It's like we
Yeah,
do good work, we're there on time,
so the ad
we're
copy,
affordable.
yeah, the ad copy is not really the problem because we have like multiple industries with that with Facebook ads or Google. I'm saying more of like the pain points that they're going through. Does that make
The
sense?
clients, like like the business owner or the
Like the business owners, the ones you're about to jump on a call with. What's the common problems that I would,
oh
yeah, not the ad copy because I
that's like
can
a
I have multiple different ad copies. I know how to test and everything, so we're good on that. It's just like I don't really work with them like that, so I just want to understand it. And what I found on like ChatGPT and YouTube, it's not really giving me a lot in depth.
Well, did you ask the client you're going to work with?
Yeah, so we have a meeting tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
So
ask him. You'll find out the information then.
okay.
so you're asking about like your client, like the pain points that your client would
Yeah,
have,
like
right?
what is like the normal problems that they go through
Like
in
big
terms
ones
of
would just,
market?
it's kind of similar to roofing. Big ones would just be like Angie shared leads, unqualified leads, like tire kickers, people wasting your time. Uh, like being underbid on projects is a big one. Like getting underbid by unlicensed contractors because they're dealing with leads that are shared out to everybody. So the lead is just gonna go with the cheapest guy, stuff like that.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's about the same as roofers. I thought it was something different.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much the same thing.
I was overthinking it, but appreciate it, man.
Perfect. All right, everyone. I'm going to wrap up the call now. It was nice to meet everyone, the new faces. Really good questions today. As usual, I will post a recording on YouTube, and you guys can review everything, review the questions and everything. And as usual as well, if ever you have any questions, don't be afraid to either send me a message, send the coaches a message, or even better, make a post in the community so we can help multiple people at the same time. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Let's crush it. Let's have a good weekend. And then afterwards, let's get back to work and make some more money. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, before you go, is
Go ahead.
it still snowing in Canada? Like heavy?
There's that
Oh
of snow.
shit. Yeah, that's a lot.
Little snow. It's not too bad. Yesterday
Okay.
it was snowing, but It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because I was gonna start carrying Canada for my ads. I don't want to do it if they can't work.
Yeah, I would wait like maybe mid-March. That's typically
In
when
March.
it starts to calm down a bit.
All right, sounds good, man. All right, have a good rest of your day, bro.
All right, thank you. All right, everyone, take care. Peace. We'll see each other next week.
See you
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.